There's been a hot debate about whether or not businesses are allowed to require people to wear masks. 12 News' Kayla Thompson spoke with a law professor and attorney about whether places can mandate face coverings.
It's not uncommon to scroll through social media and find people arguing about whether mask mandates are legal. Mississippi College law professor Matt Steffi says they are.
The government has power to deal with emergencies, and the power is always balanced against, on the one hand, the need for the measure versus the intrusion or burden to the individual. And masks are a minimal burden or intrusion on individual liberty in a time of overwhelming and pressing public emergency.
Professor Steffi says a mask is less of an intrusion on individual liberty than a quarantine or a shelter-in-place order. And when dealing with an emergency, the government holds the power to make that decision.
It wouldn't be much of a functioning government if it can't do a couple of things: protect people from outside threats, like with terrorism, and protect and serve people in times of natural disaster, like a hurricane, or a public health emergency like a pandemic.
And with many large retailers requiring masks in their stores, Professor Steffi says it's just as acceptable for businesses to post mask required for entry as it is no shoes, no shirt, no service.
No doubt about it. The constitutional limitations that apply to government do not apply at all to private people or private businesses at all. So there's no constitutional restrictions whatever on businesses. What there are some federal laws that forbid race and sex discrimination that we're familiar with. But other than that, a business can decide not to do business with you for a good reason, a bad reason, or no reason at all.
And for those who have heard that wearing a mask affects your concealed carry permit, Professor Steffi says that is false. In Jackson, Kayla Thompson, 12 News.